universe and apply it to personal, professional, and spiritual growth. This program, featuring accomplished practitioners, educators, and authors, is provided by Infinity Foundation, an innovative center for holistic studies and research. We invite you to share this journey with us.
My name is Jay Stone, your host for today, and our guest is Billie Topa Tate. Welcome, Billie.
Pilamaya, that means thank you so very much. It's a pleasure and honor to be here.
And what language are you speaking?
Well, I speak Lakota and also Apache, Mescalero Apache.
And these are Native American languages?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. As you can tell, our guest is Native American, full-blooded?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me tell the audience a little bit about you. Billie is the founder of Mystical Sciences Institute, an eco-friendly institute, and I would assume that you take a lot of your eco-friendliness from your culture?
Oh, absolutely. We've been teaching for about 10 years now, natural living, to be in the stages of the earth, summer, spring, fall, winter, to just be in constant connection with how the Mother Earth is, because it's so healthy for our bodies.
Yes,
So,
and before the show we were talking, and somebody commented about the scarf you made, and how you make drums, and you said, yeah, we make shoes, we make everything.
we make everything. That's part of our tradition, and my mother, Mama Little Wolf, she...
Is that your biological mother or
yes,
teacher?
Mama Little Wolf, yeah. She's my mother, and she's my greatest teacher. And when we were growing up, we learned how to make our shoes, our ceremonial clothes, our drums. As a matter of fact, when I went to the museum one day, I was looking at the way the headdresses are made and everything, and I thought, my gosh, I know exactly how to make that, because that's the same way I was taught how to make it. So.
That's great. And are children coming up today, are they still learning the traditional ways?
Yes. My daughter, Monique Littledow, kicking and screaming, she learned, how to do those things. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience to take natural materials and make something with them, and they're very meaningful because we live in a multi-kingdom world. The earth, the animals, the plants, they're all part of, what we connect with, and we all live together.
Now, your name has some significance. Can you tell our audience what your name literally means in English?
Topa Tate means four winds, and anyone who knows me, that's my name, because four winds means that you're here, there, everywhere. So, and in Apache, the name is Wazayata. That means wind that sings. That means I talk a lot.
And
So.
At what age are you given a name? Is it because you must have displayed those characteristics? I mean, when you were an infant, you didn't have those characteristics.
Interesting that you should say that, because when you're born into an Apache family, they have particular designated purposes. Like my family was a medicine family, and what we did is we learned how to develop what is called the vocables, the throat chakra, to speak with truth and with medicine. So, that was part of the family tradition. And so to clean the throat chakra is to clean all the past lives. So the voice is really, pure and has a great tenacity to it.
Now, do Native Americans believe in past lives?
Very much so. We have the deep understanding of reincarnation, of karma. We call it dhyana. And we also know that when every day is a mini life. When we go to sleep, this is when we go into the dream time and we resolve our karma. when we go into the dream time. So we have particular techniques that we teach at the Institute, MSI, where we teach all of our students about the traditions in the forms that they can understand. And, you know, like karma, we talk about dhyana. We also talk about symbology and synchronicity, because those are all part of the way the world works and speaks to us. So symbology and synchronicity are the two most ancient languages of the universe. And if you understand them, they can unlock endless amounts of information.
I think I understand, like, symbology, like hieroglyphics, you know, using pictures to communicate. And synchronicity, well, how about you explain synchronicity to our audience?
Synchronicity is when we go into a space and time in an event and know that there is a deeper meaning that is being presented to the mind. And that is because we have had many, many lifetimes, and we have had maybe a commitment or a want and desire to engage the consciousness to another level of understanding, and synchronicity allows us to have that epiphany, whether it be this lifetime or the next.
Now, Native Americans, they revere animals and use it as part of their culture or crafts, you know, like a bear claw or the feathers. Is it because they believe that humans could take on animal form?
I think for the Apache people, I can't speak about all the other nations, but with respect to the Mescaloto Apache, we believe that that animals are one of the kingdoms that we interact with that has achieved their soul's purpose. Just like a flower is the plant kingdom, and a flower has achieved its soul's purpose and expresses itself in its beauty and its great purpose. Only the human beings have not achieved great purpose. They haven't expressed their total soul's purpose. We are actually being guided by these other kingdoms to understand that.
So, if I understand you correctly, we're not at the height of the evolutionary. It's the animals that are more involved than we are.
It's the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom and all the elements already know their purpose. And I don't know that all human beings can say that. You know, so we are being guided by these other kingdoms, these other brothers. We call them Toyoshpaye. That means extended family members. And they know their true purpose, and through that way of interacting with them, we actually understand our own true purpose. You know, because if you look at the example of a flower, you know, often in the symbolic representation of being presented a flower, you're usually being presented a flower when either you're not feeling well and you need encouragement, or when there's been some celebration of accomplishment. So the flower is like a symbol of encouragement or empowerment.
Or get well wishes.
Yes, absolutely. So the plant is actually doing that for you.
Yeah, and you know, like at a wedding, they put flowers on each table, and if you're lucky, you get to take home the arrangement.
Right, very much so. So that's so plants and, you know, like herbs. I'm very, very grateful for them because they actually heal us, and that was the true medicine of, and it still is very much.